The Shulchan Aruch says that you're actually obligated to do all of the actions you do for Shem Shamayim. Now surely this is not easy. To do everything for Shem Shamayim is not easy. But Shulchan Aruch says this is nonetheless, whether it's easy or not, still technically that's the goal. You're supposed to do it. Everything you're supposed to do is supposed to be for the sake of Hashem. Everything. You're learning Torah, it's supposed to be for the sake of Hashem. Mishnah in Avot, first chapter, third Mishnah. Antigonos, ish socho, קיבל משמעון הצדיק, הוא היה אומר, אל תהיו כעבדים המשמשין את הרב על מנת לקבל פרס, אלא הבו כעבדים המשמשין את הרב שלא על מנת לקבל פרס, והיא מורה שמיים עליכם. Antigonos, the leader of Socho, the Gedol Ador in a town called Socho, a couple thousand years ago, he received the oral tradition from Shimon HaTzadik, who was direct lineage of David HaMelech. Antigonos said, don't be like servants who serve their master for the sake of receiving a reward. Rather be like servants who serve their master without the intent of receiving a reward. And let the fear of heaven be upon you. Don't do everything you do for the sake of getting money, getting a zivug, getting this, even getting Olam HaBa. You can, but Antigonos, one of the greatest sages that ever lived, says you shouldn't. Technically you're allowed to say, listen, I'm doing all my mitzvah because I want money. I'm doing all my mitzvah because I want Olam HaBa. I'm doing all my mitzvah because I want to, have all types of goodies. You can technically do it. But one of the greatest sages that ever lived, 2,500 years ago, says it's a mistake. If I were you, I'd listen. Why? He has a few things to say. And he says to us, out of all the things that he could say, this is what's listed in a Mishnah about him. It's not like there's entire books by Antigonos Isacho. They could have picked anything he said. This is what they picked. Third Mishnah in Avot says, don't serve the master for this reward. Serve him without. And make sure you have Yirat Shamayim too. What's the connection? If you serve Hashem because it's the right thing to do, because Hashem is the king, because you have to, because He's the best, guess what? He'll give you even more than what you want anyway. The reward for a mitzvah that's done for Shem Shamayim is worlds apart than a mitzvah that's done because of simply you want something. What is it like? Imagine a father. A father has sons and daughters. And when he gets home every day, he asks one of the kids to make him a coffee or a tea. The kid, makes a face because he wants to play and he wants to this and he wants to that. Oh, okay, I'll make it. Okay, today's my turn. Oh, okay, today's my turn. Okay, today's your turn. And they make a face like they don't realize they're living in the house that their father pays for. He gave them a house, he just wants coffee in return. It's a big deal. So when he brings him the coffee and the tea, whatever, it's like he gives it to him. He's not really happy about it, but he does it. He's not a bad kid. He's just not, great. He's not Esav, but he's not exactly Yaakov either. So you give him the tea. Okay, Abba, okay, here you go, Abba, here you go. Now, the Abba is content with this kid that is listening to him. Content, right? But do you think you would feel different if he didn't have to ask at all? Where in fact, as soon as he comes home, all the kids, Abba, 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 how are you? Hugs, kisses, Abba, Abba, the food's already ready for you. Come sit, Abba, let me take off your jacket. Your shoes, one with the shoe, one with the jacket. Here's the tea, here, everybody. That Abba can't wait to see his kids. Can't wait to take the money that he worked for all day and give it to them. Buy them whatever they want. Why? Who's the pet? All you cared for is for me to come, and you already made me without me even asking. No one needs a high IQ to understand what I just said. That's why it's easy for us to understand. A mitzvah that you make for HaKadosh Baruch Hu is much more valuable than a mitzvah that you make for yourself. Now, how do we get to that? Going back to what the Ramban says. Tamid. Constantly look for ways to do good deeds. Constantly look for ways to learn more Torah. Constantly look for ways to improve yourself. Constant. 24 hours a day. Don't look for breaks. Don't look to relax. Trust me, when you die, there's much relaxing there. At least in your imagination. Forget about relaxing. HaKadosh Baruch Hu says in the prophet Job. Prophet Job says, Adam la'amal yulad. A person came to the world to toil, not to relax, not to lay on his stomach, not to lay on his back, not to go on vacation. You're alive, you're awake, do something. Productive. Can't learn, go work. Can't work, go learn. Do something. Do something good, productive. And make sure that whatever you're doing, connect it to Hashem.